I think we're rolling here, everyone. And this is my guest tips for this week is Joe Dooley.
Hello.
And Jay goes for, oops, I'm going to drop something here.
Oh, here we go.
Joe's a Saints man. Remember 2010?
Nah. Remember 1966?
You still can't rate by about 1966. Now, Joe, we have a big round of football this weekend.
We do.
This is a humongous round. Now, so we're going to give everybody out there our tips. And welcome Joe Dooley, who's on my Facebook page.
Thank you.
And don't forget the Joffa's in the Bronx Facebook page. Killing him, Joe.
Killing it.
We're laying him in the aisles, mate. Now,
the best.
Okay, Joe, what's our first game we're tipping?
Starting off on Friday night, the SCG. Sydney don't play there that often on a Friday night. They don't often play Friday at all. So it's going to be very interesting to see. They're playing Geelong, a team that's won past 3 out of 5 grand finals. So very hard to beat. And
You've done your homework.
I'm going to be...
Joe. Joe's done his homework, everyone. Ooh.
I'm going to be tipping Geelong because they've been doing really well over the past 3 weeks and there's nothing you can go against them for.
Okay, well I don't think Geelong can keep winning, Joe. I don't think Geelong can win. Sorry about that. I think that up there in Sydney, I think Sydney will win by 3 goals, Joe. Give us a margin, Joe.
Geelong by 16 points.
Okay, next game, Joe. We're still round 4. Next game. Game 2
We
is...
got Hawks and Freo down Tassie. That's going to be...
Boo! Hawthorn, boo! Will you have the umpires on your side again this round, Hawthorn? Boo!
And Ross Lyon.
Oh, very controversial, Joe.
Nah.
Judas.
Nah, but I'm going to go with Hawthorn just because it's down Tassie and Hawthorn's played very well over the past 2 weeks. They played very well against your mob, actually. So
well, with the help of the umpiring interchange bench, Joe, some very, very sus decisions against Collingwood. Now, people say, let's make this quick, we're dragging it out, Joe. People say you can't go blaming umpires, but umpires do stop momentum, Joe. When a club does have momentum...
I don't know if they stop 10 goals, though. That's the thing. Is it?
I haven't finished, Joe. When umpires stop momentum... and the opposition gets a couple of goals because of that, it makes it very, very hard. So, boo to the umpires. And I think that... who are they playing again, Joe? Freo.
Tassie.
Tassie, look, I'm going for a bit of an upset here, Joe. I'm going for Freo by 1 point.
That's all right. I'll stick with Hawthorn by 28.
Okay, next game, Joe.
Next game, we've got Richmond and Collingwood at the MCG, which is...
Boo, Richmond! And boo, Trout, who didn't want to take my bet. We had a bet, me and Trout of Woodend, we had a bet, Joe, that the loser would sing the winning club song on the steps of Flinders Street Station, and Trout, he's so scared.
Yeah. Trout, I don't know that well, but that is pretty weak, mate.
Yep,
that is pretty weak.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
There's a smiley face for what Joe just said. That's the first smiley face Joe has earned this tipping round.
Thank you.
I think, Joe, you go first, Joe, because it's my team here, so I'd like to talk a little bit about this.
I'm going... I don't know. I do know what
you're saying. No, come on, Joe. Now, just spit it out, Joe. I know you hate Collingwood. Come on. You're on the Richmond bandwagon, aren't you, of everyone else?
Richmond's on a roll, but... I'll be sticking with them, I reckon. Richmond by 4 points in a big upset.
Boo to that one, Joe. I think, Joe, the Pies will be back in town on Saturday at the MCG. I think this is the perfect stage for Collingwood to put all those Richmond bandwagoners back to bed, Joe. I've never met so many Richmond people this week that bang for Richmond.
Where have they all been for the past 10 years? They've been hiding under a rock.
And just a reminder to everybody out there, Joe, that Richmond are playing Collingwood this week, because all I've heard, everything about Richmond. Yes, you are playing Collingwood, Richmond, you are playing the Pies, and the Pies to defeat Richmond by 67 points, Joe.
Mate,
and the Magpie Mayhem at the MCG, it will be beautiful! What margin, Joe? You didn't give us a margin, Joe.
After listening to that, I don't know. Nah, Richmond by, I already said 5 points.
Don't forget who you're playing for, Joe, alright? What would you know about week in, week out blockbusters in front of 75,000 people plus, Joe? What margin?
Richmond by 5 points.
Oh, sorry. If that margin comes true, you are dead, Joe. Next game, Joe.
Oh, big one. Probably biggest of the week. We've got St Kilda and Essendon at Etihad. Probably tipping St Kilda in this one.
Gee.
St Kilda by
I think
14 goals.
Yes, I think 14 goals?
No, I'll tip us by a goal. 1 goal.
14 goals, yeah, that's going to happen, Joe. 1 goal, so you're tipping a close one at the worst stadium in the AFL?
Oh, yeah, right,
Good, yeah, I know. Now listen, I reckon the Essendon run has come to an end, Joe. I reckon that the Saints, I think the Saints will win, and I think the Saints will win by 20 points plus for all you people out there that want to run down to the TAB
Thank you.
and have a bet on. Saints by 20 points, I think yes.
I'm agreed for the whole week so far without tipping.
Well, yes, it is. And what would that be? What would that be worth a sign here? Would that be? Can I pitch one of your signs, Joe? What a joke! Me and a St Kilda supporter agree on something. Next game, Joe.
West Coast and Carlton at Subiaco. Carlton hasn't won yet, so I'll stick with
Can you just say that one more time?
Carlton hasn't won yet, so I'm sticking with West Coast.
Isn't this beautiful? Well, actually, Joe, to all you Collingwood people out there, I'm sorry, but I think there is big money in this game to back Carlton. I think West Coast have got injuries. They're not travelling well. I know it's over there. I think Malthouse will have the side travelling well, just as he did at Collingwood.
I'm still tipping West. I reckon a close one again, 8 points.
Well, I'm tipping Carlton 25 points plus. And keep your eye on the betting, because I think that there is some big money to be won here by backing the Blues. But wouldn't it be beautiful, Joe? Wouldn't it be beautiful if I was wrong and Carlton went 0-4? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Next game, Joe.
Oh, this is a thriller. Gold Coast and Port at Metricon. I don't think anyone cares who wins.
Boring.
Tipping Port.
Who is it playing again, Joe? Who is it?
Gold Coast.
Yes.
And
oh God!
Nah, Port hasn't lost yet, so I'll keep on tipping Port.
Oh, what a boring game, God! Like, who really cares? In fact, care factor, Joe, and I'm not even going to tip.
The families of the players and stuff, they're going to be.
Well, yes, they'll be there.
Yeah.
Yes, they might as well just play in a paddock somewhere and have the cars right up to the fence and toot their horns after every goal. Such will be the care factor in that game, Joe.
Who are you tipping that?
Oh, I'm not tipping anyone in that game because it's boring. I'm all about blockbusters, 90,000 people plus, Joe. And
you haven't, live like a St Kilda supporter, you see how hard it is watching week in, week out.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine me being a St Kilda supporter. Yeah, won premiership before I was born.
Oh, how many have you won the past?
I've seen my club win 90, 2010, and I saw him win 2013, Joe. I saw my club win 3 premierships.
You've already seen them, have you?
Yes. Yes. Next game, Joe. You're starting to upset me here, Joe. If you want to come back as a guest tipster again sometime during this year, you've got to get on the right side of me, Joe.
We've got Bulldogs and North Melbourne. I'll be going with North. I reckon they're going to bounce back from the loss against Sydney.
Yes, although I am a member of the Western Bulldogs this year, and that's very true. It's a true story, Joe. I'm a member of the Western Bulldogs. And I haven't got my membership here to show people, but it's here somewhere. The Poro Bullies. Well, I would love to see the Bulldogs beat North Melbourne, but I think that this will be North's first win for the year.
Didn't they already win?
Sorry?
Oh, no, they lost to Geelong.
They lost a player for 12 months just this week, Bulldogs. I just can't remember his name. Big blow to the Western Oval, to the Kennel. That's no good for Footscray. We want to see Footscray do well. Great Victorian club with a lot of history, but it looks as though they're going to struggle again. The Poro Bullies. Having said that, Joe, I think North Melbourne, easy. North Melbourne in a canter by 15 goals plus. I think at the worst stadium in the AFL again, Joe. They've got 2 games at the worst stadium in the AFL this weekend. That's got to be a collective woo!
They're not going to play those 2 at the MCG, mate. They'll get 20,000.
No.
20,000 people.
Now, Joe, what's your next tip, Joe?
My next tip.
Oh, what's your next game, Joe?
That's it for the week.
Is it? We've given you all the tips around 4, folks, so get on them. Wouldn't it be amazing if we tipped everything? Well, I can't because I refused to tip on that stupid game. Port and who was Port playing?
Gold Coast.
Bloody Port and Gold Coast. But you could, Joe, have tipped 8 winners. What would that be worth if you put them all on?
You didn't put all the games in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mate, where's the GWS game?
Who? Greater Western Sydney. Yes. Who are they playing, Joe?
I don't even know.
Oh, well, hang on. Greater Melbourne. Because Kevin Sheedy said he refused to talk Melbourne this
I
week.
completely forgot about that.
Well, I know, it would have been embarrassing.
I'm going to tip GWS.
And apologies to all the Melbourne supporters and GWS supporters. I'm going to tip. How could you tip Melbourne, Joe? Seriously.
No, I'll tip GWS.
Poor old Melbourne. I don't know if I'll ever win a game this year. They will. They might beat St Kilda, Joe.
Oh.
Hey, Melbourne and the Saints at the MCG in front of 7,500 people.
I'll be straight to the West Gate if they beat us, that's for sure.
Okay, well, I'm tipping GWS and that one. Margin. Do we have to go a margin?
15 balls.
A goal. I wouldn't have a clue who's going to win that and how much by.
Yeah.
So there we are. Now, Joe, if you tipped 8 winners, what could that be worth down at the TAB?
Oh, it depends how much you put on. Could be a lot. This year I tipped a few upsets. Tip
Well,
Richmond.
you tipped bloody Richmond to beat Collingwood. That's going to be an upset. Hey?
You didn't even tip it.
Horrible, naughty, St Kilda man you are, and you're still jealous and you still can't handle that 2010 replay, can
I
you?
have no idea what you're talking about.
People until round 5, if anyone wants to be a guest tipster, give them a shot, Joe. Get him a shot, Joe. If anyone wants to be a guest tipster in round 5, let us know. We hope you've enjoyed this footy tipping sesh. And we'll see you all next round. And over and out. Joe, press the stop sign next. I've got my glasses on. Where is it? Just press it, will you? Click.